Hi, beautiful people. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Lillian from Kenya to Montana, USA. I'm glad to have you here. Thank you for your support. Thank you for tuning in on my YouTube channel and on my Facebook page, Lillian from Kenya to Montana, USA. So, guys, I just want to encourage those people. I want to encourage those nurses who want to start this journey that we've been talking about, the journey of becoming USRN. So I know that the most difficult time is to start. The most difficult moment in this journey is the how you can start. I've been there. I understand. Maybe you don't know how. You don't know what will happen. You have a lot of fears. Fear of the unknown is what is really keeping people away from this. People fear that they might fail. People fear that the journey might not be successful. People fear that they might not be having the required finances for this process. People fear that coming here they'll meet a lot of rejection, a lot of racism. People fear that it's not even worth, they'll not earn what they have been earning, what they are earning back home. So this is the kind of fear I just want to discourage, or to try and make it like look worth. Try to make the journey look worth for you who is still in that fear that you don't want to start because you don't know what people will say about you. And actually, just when you start, when you have, okay, let's go like this. You who don't know how to start, go online. Go online. We have so many agents that are bringing people to the USA. There are so many agents that are taking people to UK. There are so many agents that are taking people to Canada. So I'm talking about USA. So go online, look for agents. I would advise, I would advise these three first. Start with these three first. Let's do Avant Healthcare Professionals. Let's do MedPro, and let's do O'Grady. For a start, we said there are so many agencies and they are all legit. They are bringing people here. So go online, Google for these agencies, MedPro, Avant Healthcare Professionals, O'Grady. Apply all of them, the three of them. Apply and wait for which one will come for you. Most probably, all of them will respond, and they will schedule you for interview, or they will be asking you questions, and according to what you will answer, according to they are doing their assessment on you, they are assessing you. So according to what you will answer, according to what you are, one or two or whatever, all of them or none of them will choose you. So go with whichever that approaches you, that accepts you. It's possible that all of them accept you. It's possible that none of them. And when we come to none of them, we have other choices again to look into. It's not the end. So when the three of them have responded positively, they are giving you an interview. Go do all the interviews. And when you do all the interviews, you just slimming your, like, what do we say? Okay, you're going on with them, playing along with them, until when you get to a place where you are going to, you want to sign contracts. So when you want to sign contract, believe me, these contracts are just almost the same. Let people not tell you that one agent is paying you $32, the other one is paying you $33. The difference is too minor. So they are almost the same. Just choose whichever you want to. Choose one, sign the contract as earlier, as faster as you can. Yes, those contracts, we are still working with them. We've not died. Those people who are ahead of us, they used them. They are still doing okay. So sign those contracts and start the journey. We are done with those who don't know how to start. There are those people who fear what will people say. Trust me, when you are beginning, you will lose friends, you will lose relatives, because people think you are going to become a burden. Of course, you're going to become a burden because you'll be like, you don't have enough money. You are always spending. So people don't like when you borrow them. People don't like when they have something and they want help. You can't help because your little cash is engaged somewhere. Your relatives, you will lose relatives at this stage. Nobody will want to have such a relative who is not giving them. Some relatives will want to get money, like help. They'll need help so that you can join hands with them and do something, or join hands and help home. But at this point, you don't have. They'll cut you off. You're going to lose friends. You're going to lose relatives. So you're going to lose a lot. Okay? You're going to lose a lot when you are starting. Of course, this is at the beginning of the process. At the end of process, you'll have all these friends come back, all these relatives come back. But at this point, you are alone. You are alone. And don't fear to work alone. There are so many groups, study groups for those people who are studying for this process. Those people who are in this process, you'll join them and you'll create friends who you can speak the same language of not having money. Okay? So those people have fears of losing friends, fears of not having cash. That is where you are. There's that fear of not making it. Fear of not making it. It's better to try and not make it than to stay and say and regret later and say you wish you could. It's okay to start and not make it. There are so many things we do, so many things other people do and they fail. We have so big people, even presidents or whatever, ministers, whatever. They try things and they fail, but it's life. So you will not be the first one to fail. Do it. And trust me, 99% you're not going to fail. You're going to make it. Okay? Those who fear that they are coming to face racism, they are coming to face rejection. There are so many Africans here in the US. There are so many Africans in Canada. There are so many. Actually, when you go, like, let me give you an example. When I go to work, people say this is a white state, what? But when I go to work, I might find even 4 or 5 blacks on my floor. Or you can find all of you on the floor, you are blacks. And then the other thing is, like where we are, you might find people, even there's no native on that floor. You will hear, I'm from Canada, I'm from Australia, I'm from Ghana, I'm from Zanzibar, I'm from, where is Zanzibar country anyway? I'm from South Africa, I'm from Philippines. So everybody there comes from somewhere. Or only 1 or 2 natives. So all of you are from somewhere you are in. So don't feel so inferior because of if you feel inferior because of your skin color, that is your own problem. That's your own inner problem. And you need to work on that. Your skin color is just okay. There's nothing wrong with being black. So the racism you will be creating inside you and not outside. I've not faced racism, but I always say when I'll face, I'll come here and let you know that I faced the racism that I had people telling me. So guys, don't be discouraged, and then keep off those people who are negative. Those people will tell you, and negative attitude. No, keep off those people. They are just discouraging you from doing what is right for you. Follow your heart. If your heart says you are for this process, do it. If your heart is telling you no, please follow it. Don't. Okay, which were the other people? So I'm sure of those people who fear to begin. The only problem here is fear. You fear, and that fear, if you look at it, there's nothing wrong with you starting the process. There's nothing wrong with you being an African. There's nothing wrong with you being a Philippine. There's nothing wrong with you being Brazilian or whichever country you're coming from. Everybody is here. Most of the people here, as we've said, they come from somewhere, and then you come in and blend, make the states. Okay. Another thing I wanted to talk about is about this journey is that people tend to fear that they are not. Another big fear. You are making a lot of money back home. There are people I know, there are nurses making so much money. They are making more than enough money back home. You're comfortable. You're making a lot. I don't know how much a lot can be, but let's just say a lot. That's how people say. I've had friends. One of my friends was being paid around 250,000 per month. He was working at the one of the referral hospitals in Kenya, and he was doing 250. And he thought, at the beginning, when you get here, you kind of like, did I lose it? At the beginning, when you arrive here, things are a little bit tough, and you start regretting, did I just leave something good to something better to something good? But then after some time, you realize that you made good judgment. So those who fear that they are going to lose their jobs, you are a manager somewhere, you are a CEO somewhere, you are a big person being paid a lot, being paid good money. Let's just say good money, because there's nothing like a lot of money, and you chose to come here. Okay, apart from money, you're coming to explore. You're coming to meet new culture and learn from other cultures of the world. You're coming to see things that, there are some things you see and you wonder, where have I been all my life? Like, actually, we are coming from a third world country to this whatever country. So you're going to meet and get your kids to different culture. I'll just say culture. But then, if you are comfortable, don't come. But I wish you came. My own advice, come. I'll keep encouraging people to come. If you got the opportunity, don't lose it. Just come. Okay? Come. Karibu niseme kuja. Okay, come tusukume gurudumu la maisha. I mean, come, we push this life, right? Yeah, and for those students, I've had students on my inbox years. You're still a third year, fourth year. Actually, fourth year. I've had a lot of fourth years in my inbox. Continue doing your studies. As you study wide so that you are studying for NCLEX. Nowadays, it's just safety. It's a safe examination, and that's also what NCK, the Nursing Council of Kenya, examines. So it's just reading wide and trying to is it to kill a bird with one stone, kill two birds with one stone, or something like that. So by the time you're leaving school, you can be able to sit for this exam in a span of 6 months and pass. And also keep practicing English. This English is not that you are practicing English to come and speak English here. The English spoken here it's very different. Just practice the English there for IELTS, International English something. There's an English exam that you'll be examined. Is the British English. So practice for that and study for NCLEX as you study for Nursing Council or your country's council. If you are still in school, just concentrate on your studies for now. Don't look for agencies while you are in school. Concentrate on your studies. Study for your exams. Study for NCLEX. Just read wide. And then if you are you've lived your life in the rurals like myself, you need to put more effort on the English side. They don't examine your accent. Your accent it's acceptable in the IELTS, so they don't examine your accent. So you come there with your Kikuyu accent, your Luya accent, nobody bothers about that. They examine how you intonation, I think so. Such things and those proverbs. Okay, after that exam, you forget about that because you come back and speak your English you are comfortable with. Okay, like this one. Comfortable with whatever comes from my mouth as long as I've communicated. Okay. So, guys, thank you so much for staying tuned. I'll see you next time. Get to my Facebook, follow my Facebook page, Lillian from Kenya to Montana, USA. And I'm grateful. Thank you. Bye bye.